Hello my friends, it's December 20th, 2017, and it's time for today's big story. The game industry brings us all kind of wonderful things all the time, but there are some projects that never actually see the light of day, and every once in a while we get to see a few tidbits from those. And today's one of those days. This story involves Ubisoft's Davide Soliani, and just in case you don't remember who he is...
Davide-san, who is the creative director of this game.
Yep, he's the guy that cries all the time. No, he's the guy that was involved with Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Well, while he was still at Ubisoft all the way back in 2003, along with another Ubisoft employee, had an idea. They were like, hey, The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker is pretty cool. You know what? That game should be on the Game Boy Advance. Now, obviously, The Legend of Zelda is owned by Nintendo, but Nintendo has worked with other companies in the past on Zelda games like Capcom, and apparently Mr. Soliani was like, maybe we could make something work here. So what you're looking at is a test for Wind Waker on the Game Boy Advance, and it seems like they actually had something running at the time. Now, this was all independent of Ubisoft and Nintendo. It was just these two guys at Ubisoft working on this. And for whatever reason, they decided to shelve it, and it never was. But today, all these years later, we get to see one screen of something that they were working on. What a cool idea, but we'll never get to see it, unfortunately. Tales of Gamers on Twitter says, Jeebus, why didn't we? Would have loved it. Yeah, that would have been really cool, but again, this was just two guys doing something in their spare time, and for the... I can't even imagine a process that would have had to go through to get this game actually greenlit by Nintendo. I mean, they would these two would have had to approach Ubisoft higher-ups and let them know that they wanted to do this, and those guys would have had to give in the green light for them to potentially make a demo, and a demo would have had to be brought to Nintendo. I mean, especially in 2003, Nintendo was different then, very, very different, and not nearly as open, so I can't imagine anything would have come of it. But seeing this now, I mean, and the great relationship that Mr. Soliani has with Nintendo, maybe this project could live on in some way. Maybe some kind of, I don't know, Switch eShop game, or even a 3DS title. You know, I know Wind Waker's quite old and there's been an HD remake, but kind of, I guess you'd call it a D-make here. I would love something like that. I always like to see games that are 3D redone in 2D, or just games done in a different way to try and provide a similar experience. So, yeah, I would like to see this happen. I think it has just about zero chance of actually happening, but at least we got a peek at what could have been all the way back in 2003. Alright my friends, that's today's big story for December 20th, 2017. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting. It's very much appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow for whatever tomorrow's big story is, and I sure hope you'll join me to check it out. So until then, have a lovely day and a lovely evening, and I'll see you in a few short hours. Hey guys, RMC here from Go Nintendo. If you like what you saw in the video, why don't you give us a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe? We'd love to have you. If you want to see what else we're up to, you can check out GoNintendo.com for 24-hour Nintendo news. You can visit us on Facebook at facebook.com/GoNintendo. You can check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/GoNintendoTweet. And we're even over on Instagram at instagram.com/GoNintendo. I put all the links in the description just to make it easier for you guys to follow. Thanks a lot.